Welcome to Wake Up with Carlyn. I'm Carlyn, obviously. Grab your coffee, your matcha, your tea, your water. Maybe you like a little Bailey's in the morning, okay? I'm not going to judge you. But maybe through this show, we'll be able to fix it if it is an issue, okay? So, we are about to start 3 days a week together, and I think it's going to be kind of great. I'm hoping that we can start our day with a sense of curiosity, reconnect with wonder. Maybe we'll spill some cosmic tea. This world is wild. We don't know what's happening. We can think that we do. And I think that there's this, everyone likes to have opinions. Everyone likes to feel very certain about things when life itself is the greatest mystery. We don't know how we got here. We don't know where we go when we die. We can have ideas, we can have faith, we can have beliefs, but do we know anything for a fact? No. So why are we so serious? I want this show to be an exhale. Start your day with some lightness. You're going to see headlines. If you open up your social media apps, it's going to be like, oh, this tragic thing happens, or this person died, or whatever. And it's crazy. But we can start our day with ease. We can start our day with peace. We can start our day with a little bit of play. A couple months ago, I was working with the affirmations, which I'm usually not an affirmation person, but I was just like, let me just try this thing out, see how it goes. I did, it gets to be easy, it gets to be peaceful, it gets to be playful. The way that my life unfolded for the next month as I was working with those was so magical. Everything just felt effortless. Everything was unlocking. It felt so good. So I'm going to bring those back. And that's what I want the spirit of this show to be. I have visions of what this could or will become. But why don't we figure it out together? Why don't we let it unfold together? See what we want it to be. How I can support you in just this journey of life. Let's see what we can go. Let's see where we can go. I think that in this society that we live in, there's this underlying or strong flavor of seriousness, like life is serious. And I would like to make the suggestion that instead of seriousness, we move into a state of experimental play. I wrote a little something on this. I'm going to read it because you know what? We're making it easy. We're making this show easy and effortless. I'm going to become more professional. It's going to be great. But today, we're starting off easy. Okay, so this is my thoughts on seriousness versus experimental play. Seriousness is out, the kind that insists life must be a constant grind, where every moment is weighed down by pressure to do more, achieve more, and be better, where there's a right way and a wrong way. It's everywhere, in the expectations we place on ourselves, the endless goals that we set, and the quiet guilt that creeps in when we don't meet them. There's a seriousness that seems stitched into the fabric of life. Life is heavy, we're told. It's demanding. It requires grit and perseverance. And yes, tragic things happen. People we love leave us. Horrific things happen in the world. There's trauma, illness, injustice. Serious moments are inevitable. But why do we carry that weight with us every day? Why do we let seriousness dominate our waking and dreaming hours? What if it didn't need to be this way? What if life could feel lighter? What if we could shift the focus from striving and doing to experiencing and enjoying? Imagine moving through the world with curiosity and wonder, appreciating possibilities instead of obsessing over outcomes or things out of our control. Yes, there's still going to be heartbreak and disappointment. But what if those moments didn't dominate us? What if we could shift the meaning of those? And what if they didn't overshadow the joy of simply being alive? Let's explore a different way of living, one that trades the weight of seriousness for the freedom of playful experimentation. This is a Substack post that I'm writing, so it'll probably be out later today. But this is kind of what I want this show to be about. We'll talk a little bit about current events, for sure. Last night I went to bed after seeing the Pyramid of Giza. There's this maybe new discovery of, these poles. Are the poles holding up the pyramids? Are they tunnels deep into the core of the earth? I have no idea. But let's look into it. I haven't had a chance yet, but maybe on Monday's show we will. Or I'll create a separate video, whatever. But let's look at the mysteries of life. there's nothing that we can know with absolute certainty. And with politics, we'll talk about current events, like things like the JFK files. So on my YouTube channel, I'll have the Wake Up with Carlyn show, this one, obviously. And then I'll have my deep dives where I do things like the Operation Northwoods video, and I'll do a deep dive on the JFK files, MK Ultra. I have so many that are in the works right now. But we'll touch on them lightly here, and then if you want the super details, go to the deep dives. But with the JFK files, do we really think that they were going to come out and say straight out that the CIA did it, or that this other country was involved? These were the players who did it? No. And can we even trust the documents that were sent out? I don't know. The intelligence agencies are skilled, obviously. Their specialty is psyops and getting people to believe certain things and getting us to draw our attention away from certain things. So maybe the JFK files come out, maybe these Pyramid of Giza things come out, all to distract us from something else. And what could that be? Could it be that the things that happen on the political and world stage, in part, are orchestrated so that we feel stress and pressure and disconnection from our own heart because we're so stressed about what's happening in the world that we forget the true nature of our own being? What if we could look at what's happening in the world, what's happening in politics, understand at our core that it's so much more, there's so much more going on than we could ever know. So we loosen up a little bit. We focus on connecting with ourselves, focus on connecting with our family, with our friends, with the community around us, doing what we can in our immediate world to make it a better place, which starts with you, with your outlook on life, how you move through the world, how you see and communicate with others around you, how you drive. Do you get road rage? Are you calm? Can you be like chill in the car? Everywhere you go, you have an opportunity to make an impact. You can even like walk into a grocery store and just be like, oh, I'm beaming love out. I'm sending love and peace out, whatever. There's so much that we can do to benefit the world around us. Little things. And part of it is reconnecting with ourselves on a daily basis, letting go of the need to understand, to know, and be captured by the wonder, the mystery of this life. Fall in love with curiosity again. Use our imagination and connect in with our heart. That's what this show's about. And then we'll have some gossip conspiracy tea every once in a while, I'm sure. But this is episode 1. Or maybe it's a trailer. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you have a good day. And I'm thinking that this show is going to be Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It could shift. We can discuss. But if there's anything that you want to see on the show, maybe you want to like do a little meditation, maybe you want to start with some breathing exercises or something, I don't know. Let me know. Eventually we'll do some Q&A sections. You'll be able to submit questions. The possibilities for this are endless. So if you have ideas or whatever, just let me know. I hope you have a really good day today. And I'll see you again on Wake Up with Carlyn on Monday. In the meantime, you can find me on Instagram, other shows on YouTube. We got a lot coming. I'm so excited that you're here. Have a good day.